Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Elimination Chamber. What a night we are in for. 2 matches contested within the hellacious structure of the Elimination Chamber itself. Seattle, Washington is ready. We're all ready. We are in for an incredible night of action to come our way. Like I said, opening things up with the first Elimination Chamber match of the evening. The Cruiserweight title is on the line. Mustafa Ali to take on those 4 men you see right there, and an unnamed 6th participant who we will see to kick things off. Coming up later on this evening, though, it's the most personal bout of the evening, the most heated bout of the evening. With the ECW Television title on the line, John Cena will go one-on-one against the prick that is Coren. That one's been building for so many weeks, and it may well reach its conclusion this evening before our main event of the evening. Seth Rollins wanted it, he's got it. The Elimination Chamber beckons the ECW champion. Rollins and 5 other men locked in a chamber. Will the greatest of all time leave still with the ECW title? We will find out. Here we go. And so we start off the evening with the Cruiserweight Championship on the line, and the return of a legend in the Cruiserweight division. Why waste any time trying to figure out who it is when we can get right to it? He's back. Rey Mysterio has returned. He is back, and he is filling in the final spot in this Elimination Chamber. Rey Mysterio looking to become the new Cruiserweight champion, and Seattle is pleased to see him back. Finally back in this universe, Rey Mysterio making a big return here and a big mark inside his first Elimination Chamber within this universe, and his first opportunity in a long time to be the Cruiserweight champion. Can he do it this evening? Will he be able to pull it off? He won't be starting the contest. Like I said, the order was randomized for who goes where for this chamber matchup. We know, of course, in the main event of the evening, the order has been predetermined. We know who's going where. We know what number everyone has. For this one, it is complete guesswork. That's all I can really say on the matter. It is complete and utter guesswork to figure out who is going where. Rey steps into a pod, and so too will this man. One of the greatest champions this universe has ever seen. The man looking for title number 10 in this universe. Austin Aries coming towards the ring right now. Qualified for the Elimination Chamber off of the back of defeating Cedric Alexander. Can he win the Cruiserweight Championship once again? I believe it will be his 3rd Cruiserweight Championship reign. Aries has shared the ring with many incredible talents in his time. I'm not too certain if the man has ever been inside the Elimination Chamber in this universe. He has been through an awful lot of hellacious matches. He's been through a lot of wars. But I'm not too certain if he's ever been inside this chamber. Takes a look over at Rey Mysterio, a man who Aries might not be best pleased with. Perhaps stealing his thunder, stealing his moment within this chamber. Aries steps into his pod, and so too will this man. He said on ECW that the British were coming to Seattle, to the Elimination Chamber, and that they were leaving with gold, and that could well be a chance. That could well be something that reigns true for the British Empire. They're in both Elimination Chamber matches this evening, and Zack Gibson is the man who was qualified for the Cruiserweight Championship Chamber. He will be within a pod as well, so it's good hopes for Gibson as well. We know that the last 2 men to make their way out will be starting this contest every 2 minutes in this one. In this contest, I believe it's every 2 minutes someone new steps out of the pod. In the main event, it will be every 3 minutes. Those athletes are going to have to survive if they want to be the ECW champion. So here comes Gibson towards the ring. Qualified at the same time as Drew McIntyre. Defeated Akira Tozawa and Naito, albeit through the involvement of Zack Sabre Jr. in that one. But that doesn't matter to Liverpool's #1 Diamond. All he cares about is heading into that chamber and leaving as the new Cruiserweight champion. Hoping to bring some Scouse style onto the Cruiserweight Championship. The British Empire have held the belt before. Can they hold it again through the works of Zack Gibson? So we know it's the 3 men who qualified by default. The 3 men were automatically added to the chamber left to go, and 2 of those will start it. And those 2, well, one of them is going to be the champion, and one of them is going to be a man who maybe should be the champion. The time splitter, KUSHIDA, will be the last man in a pod. And that means Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali are starting this Elimination Chamber. The champion starts the chamber. That puts him in danger when it comes to holding on to that Cruiserweight title, especially when he's locked in there with Murphy. KUSHIDA came out on the losing side of things this past episode of ECW against Ali. It's the first time Ali had beaten him in their 3rd contest. Now standing at 1 win for KUSHIDA, 1 win for Ali, and 1 no contest courtesy of Buddy Murphy. That was the last time the Cruiserweight Championship was on the line between Ali and KUSHIDA. It was a fantastic contest, ruined by the involvement of Buddy Murphy. It's what led us to this match, more or less. KUSHIDA takes a look at the pod. He realizes where he's standing. He realizes what he's got himself into. But this man will have to survive from the very start if he wants to leave. Still, with the Cruiserweight title around his waist, Mustafa Ali coming towards the ring. He said that grudges didn't matter heading into this matchup. It was all about who had the highest fight within them, who could hit the hardest, who could survive the longest. Well, Mustafa Ali is certainly going to have to survive an awfully long time. Laid out on the barricade and then on the mat outside, courtesy of Austin Aries on ECW. I'm sure Ali would like some revenge on Aries. That is the man right there. That is the champion. He is letting everyone know it. Holding the title before he'll present it to the referee. Falls can count anywhere within this chamber. Hell, you could have a fall on top of that pod for there and it would count. Ali, ready to go. He stands in the ring. And the man responsible for this Elimination Chamber is the last man out. Buddy Murphy couldn't stand back and watch any longer. Once again, the same as he had done heading into New Year's Revolution. He wanted the spotlight to be on him. Well, now it is. And now we find out if he lives in the moment or if he screwed himself over. That is what we are about to find out, because Buddy Murphy heads towards the ring and he starts the chamber. It's a tall order for Murphy, who laid out Aries on the outside with Murphy's Law, following Aries' assault on Ali. Buddy Murphy couldn't let KUSHIDA and Ali take the headlines of the Cruiserweight division. He wanted it to be about him, and then it became about 3 other men. Murphy and Ali to start this matchup. And look at that, he goes right for the corner with Rey Mysterio in it. He wants to send his statement to Rey. This is not his time again. This is Buddy Murphy's time. Jaw jacket to everyone, looking in the eyes of KUSHIDA. Buddy Murphy wants this more than anyone else, he wants you to believe. And we may well see if that's the case, because here we go. The bell rings and the Elimination Chamber has begun. The first of 2 this evening. We start with a chamber and we end with a chamber. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be great. 4 title matches coming your way. A hell of a lot of grudge matches to go along with it. And stories that will be written about these Elimination Chamber matches. Murphy and Ali getting things going. Murphy's waited an awful long time to share the ring with the Cruiserweight Champion. Well, now he's got his wish. And so here we go. Murphy this, smacking the leg away there of Mustafa Ali. Irish whip now, look out. Oh, hip toss into a neck breaker. Nice work there from the best kept secret. Early cover on Ali, trying to put him away. That's definitely not 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. It must be a minute then, my apologies. Roll up here, trying to put him away, but it's a kick out. Who will be the first man into the chamber? Zack Gibson will be the first man out of his pod and into this contest. So here we go, the British Empire are in. The British have arrived to the Elimination Chamber. Hammerlock back suplex now from Gibson. Big neck breaker to Ali. Gibson coming out of the gates with plenty to show. He wants to get himself in the swing of things right away. Look out, sit out, power bomb from Murphy though. Mustafa Ali having held that Cruiserweight Championship now for over 3 months, having captured it from, I believe it might be on the cusp of 4 months, having captured it from Hiromu Takahashi before WrestleMania. And here we go. Already it's time for another one. Who will be the fourth man to enter this Elimination Chamber? Who will be leaving their pod next? Aries, KUSHIDA, Mysterio. Here we go! Mysterio's in! Rey Mysterio back in action and goes right for a quick elimination on Murphy, he would hope, but the kick out is soon. We can't really see Gibson and Ali all that well, but Gibson working over the legs there. We can see that through the plexiglass in Austin Aries' pod. Try and pay the best attention to that we can. Buddy Murphy making a beeline for Rey Mysterio as well, knowing the opportunity that's in front of him to go after one of the greatest luchadors of all time. Murphy now has Mysterio. Oh my goodness, just thrown him to the floor. Look out! Powerbomb from Ali on the floor as well. Aries or KUSHIDA? Who will enter next? STF from Murphy in the middle of the ring. Spanish fly on the outside to Gibson. Aries is in. KUSHIDA will be last out. And here we go. Austin Aries has entered the chamber now. 5 men in, and we're waiting on the time splitter. All 5 getting in the ring as well. No surprise, there hasn't been an elimination yet. It's been oh so quick. Everyone just flying into this contest. That does mean, though, there'll be more time for everyone to fight one another within this ring, so that should be entertaining. Look at the strength of Buddy Murphy now. Look at these trio of deadlift power bombs. Rey Mysterio now trying to have a grasp on Gibson, but instead gets sent into the chamber door by Austin Aries. It's a rough match for Rey to return into, but credit to him for wanting to take it, as here comes KUSHIDA. The time splitter enters and the chamber is full. All 6 men are in. One of these will leave with the Cruiserweight title. And KUSHIDA making a beeline for Murphy. Cover made on him to try and eliminate him there. On the outside, Rey now on Zack Gibson. Aries and Ali colliding. No surprise given what happened on ECW. Back in the ring goes Gibson. What is Murphy going to do on the outside? Now he has KUSHIDA up on his shoulders. Dumps him down on that top rope. Oh! Painful move there from Ali on the outside, reverse DDT. Big strength there from Ali to plant Aries not once but twice. Look out. Oh, now on the outside, Murphy with 3 more deadlift power bombs, this time to KUSHIDA. Zack Gibson trying to make life tough for Rey Mysterio on the inside, but he's clotheslined over the ropes and to the outside there. What else is going to happen in this contest right now? Trying to keep an eye on it. There's so much action. It's so far spread apart that it's really tough to keep a hold on it. Rey Mysterio goes into the ring pole. Right in that steel ring post there. As there to support the ring, not to be used as a weapon. Spanish fly to Aries. Rey in trouble. Oh, he's driven into the pod there by Gibson. Oh, hammerlock DDT from Gibson as well. Hammerlock DDT on Mysterio on the chamber floor. Zack Gibson with the spoiler. Zack Gibson eliminates Rey Mysterio. Gibson isn't interested in the legend making his return. He wants to play spoiler right away, and he does that, and this crowd doesn't like it one bit. Rey Mysterio eliminated by Gibson. So now we are down to 5. Champ still in it. Helter Skelter. Maybe not for much longer. KUSHIDA from the top. Ali kicks out at 2. But KUSHIDA just went to the goddamn limit. Splash off the chamber. Covers Murphy. And oh my goodness, it's only worth 1. Murphy with incredible resiliency there. Same from Ali. How is he still in it? I would have thought that would have finished the champ. This might finish Kushida. Murphy's Law. Cover on the time splitter. Are we down to 4? No. Kushida kicks out at 2. Big back elbow there from Austin Aries. Murphy, smart. He started this chamber. He's feeling fatigue. And he gets out of the way. He gets out of eyesight of everyone. I expect to see this in the main event as well. People getting out of eyesight and trying to catch a breather when there's an odd number in the ring. Into the wall there goes Mustafa Ali. Counter made on Murphy. Look out. Murphy in trouble. Wheelbarrow into that chamber wall. Mesh steel colliding with the human skin. Look at this now from Kushida. Sweeps the leg. Beautiful moonsault. But Aries is there to pounce right away. Spanish fly on the outside from Ali. He covers him. Has he eliminated Buddy Murphy here? No! Kick out. Discus forearm in the ring from Aries. Cover made from Aries. Has he eliminated Kushida? No! Action all over the ring, ladies and gentlemen. It is tough to keep a grasp on it. So far we've only lost 1, and that has been Rey Mysterio, courtesy of Gibson, with a hammerlock DDT onto the chamber floor. Last chancery on Kushida. Will Kushida tap out here? Here he's got it locked in, and Kushida does. He taps. Kushida taps out. Crowd doesn't like that either. The favourites are being whittled down right now. Gibson, Aries, Murphy and Ali. Big knee in the face there by Murphy. It's busted open the champion. Cover made to eliminate Ali. Oh, he almost went there. Count of 2 off that huge knee from Murphy. Oh, this is anyone's game right now. Champ's still alive, but he is showing the fatigues of starting this contest. So too is Murphy, in all fairness. What a way we've started off the Elimination Chamber. Gibson sent to that chamber wall again. Murphy has Ali. Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law connects on Ali. The cover is made. Buddy Murphy's pinned him. Mustafa Ali's out. Helter-skelter on the outside by Gibson. We're going to have a new Cruiserweight champion. And it's either Buddy Murphy or Zack Gibson. Austin Aries has been eliminated. From 5 to 2 in the blink of an eye. Gibson or Murphy. The man who went to 3rd and the man who started this whole thing. It comes down to these 2. Murphy wanted it. Murphy was desperate to be Cruiserweight champion. And now he has the chance. Gibson qualified. He said the British were coming for the Cruiserweight title. And now he has the chance to prove it. These 2 men slugging away for the right to be the Cruiserweight champion. Huge enziguri for Murphy. But Gibson up to his feet. Gibson with huge eliminations. But it might all be for nothing. Murphy's Law! For a new champion! For a new dynasty in the no! Gibson kicks out at 2! Murphy eliminated Mustafa Ali. Gibson eliminated Austin Aries and Rey Mysterio. But who will leave as Cruiserweight champion? Big kick from Gibson. Busts open. Murphy, the only difference between these 2 men in the chamber is about 45 seconds. They're relatively as fresh as one another. There was not too much of an advantage for those who stayed in the pods. And even then it hasn't worked out because luck. And Kushida, who went out incredibly early. Now Gibson's busted open. These 2 men are throwing bombs at one another to be the Cruiserweight champion. The crowd may not like it, but these 2 guys have earned their right to be here. Look at the strength. Look at the strength. Deadlift powerbomb onto the chamber floor. There may well be blood on Murphy's face, but that's not going to stop him from being champion. Gibson still kick it out as early as he can. And this is only the start of the Elimination Chamber. Back in the ring goes Murphy. To the top rope, he'll fly. Oh, no one home. Nasty landing. Gibson sends them back in the ring. And he's going to look to put it away. He's looking for Helter Skelter. Got him in. No, Murphy counters. Murphy counters. Huge knee. Huge knee from Murphy. And he sees the chance. He sees the chance. Kick in the gut. Here we go again. Murphy's Law. Cover from Buddy Murphy. He's done it. Buddy Murphy is the Cruiserweight champion. After being kept down, after saying he was counted out to the division, after calling himself the best kept secret, he's finally done it in the chamber. Buddy Murphy pinned the champion, and then he pinned Gibson. This is Buddy Murphy's time, the new Cruiserweight champion. And we have only just gotten started at this pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. Another chamber about to come your way, but that's to close the evening. As for right now, we move into a grudge tag team matchup of Brian Kendrick and Rusev to go up against the four horsemen of Chris Jericho and Oney Lorcan. It all started many weeks back on ECW when it was Rusev versus Lorcan, and Kendrick got involved, granting the victory to Rusev on that evening. And from then on, bits and pieces were starting to form. Jericho beat Kendrick, and as he was celebrating his win, Rusev was on the ramp, sitching in an accolade on Oney Lorcan. And from that moment on, it went personal, it went heated, it went to, as Chris Jericho called it on ECW, family warfare. He said the greatness were trying to force the Horsemen to sink to their levels, and the Horsemen refused. And the Horsemen are out in as full strength as they can be. Apollo Crews coming to the ring as well. Shibata not here, but then again, he's in the main event of the evening, so he's got his own mindset to be focusing on. He's got his own things to be paying attention to. So Lana will be at ringside for greatness. Crews will be at ringside for the Horsemen. And this one is going to be good. No doubt about it. These two sides have been heated with one another. There's been backstage brawls. There's been interviews interrupted. There's been brawls. There's been cheers. All building up to this one moment. And Apollo Crews standing in the ring almost as a new enforcer. You know, that's Shibata's role. Bell rings and here we go. Kendrick and Lorcan, a match we were supposed to be getting about a week and a half ago on ECW, now finally comes our way. So we begin. Oh, flips his way to that German suplex. There is the Brian Kendrick. Nicely done. Kendrick gets himself out of it. Huge tornado DDT. And now we go to work in this one. Look at the strength here of... Oh my God, what a move! What a move there from the Brian Kendrick on Oney Lorcan. Doesn't get much of a count, but my goodness, did he just sink his head into the mat. Tag made, now here comes Rusev. Double super kick knocks down Lorcan. Not a good start for Oney Lorcan in this one. And it's not going to get much better with the Bulgarian Brute in the ring now. Lorcan, though, may enjoy that. He may enjoy another match against Rusev. Let's see what will happen here. Lorcan starting to strike on Rusev now hard. The big man stumbling back a little bit, but that's about it. Look at that, though! Like a sleeper slam there from Lorcan. Twisting sleeper slam as well. Tag made. In comes Jericho now. Big boot after that atomic drop takes down Rusev. What can Jericho do in the ring? Big elbow. And it's prevented there with a big Uranagi slam from Rusev. Jericho felt that backstage a few weeks back as well. Rusev going to work here on Jericho. Just beating him down. Punishing him here. Fall away slam as well. This is the power, the might of Rusev that just simply cannot be prepared for. He is devastating in that ring. And he is proving it to be the case right now. Rusev in position. Stomping right down on Jericho there. As I'm in a hammerlock position here, Chris Jericho though fights his way out of it. The lead with the Horsemen, taking matters into his own hands this evening. And you got to give him credit for that. Could have put Apollo Crews into it, but he felt dragged into it, and as a leader, he's there looking after his family. Dropkick takes Rusev out of the ring. And he doesn't want to wait a minute longer to capitalize either, going right after Rusev, not going to give him time to recover on the outside. Back in the ring we go now. Kendrick extended an arm out for the tag, but Rusev was nowhere near there. Big strike. Into the body as well. Took Jericho off his feet there. Ruthless from Rusev. And here we go again. The fall-away slam will connect. And you can see the pain across Jericho's body, where he grips onto his ribs as he gets slammed into that mat. Jericho, though, not giving in. Too much of a veteran. Tag is made. Oney Lorcan now legal. Body blow there. And now Lorcan can go to work. STO, down goes Rusev. In the corner we go. Huge uppercut there, connects by Oney Lorcan once again. Kendrick wants back in this matchup, but he's not getting it. Huge chop. Rusev shrugs it off, comes back with one of his own. Off the ropes. Oh! Big boot, and he just drove the boot down into Lorcan as he hit the mat. Tag made. Kendrick, the legal man, once again. Double back body drop. You can imagine most of that was the power of Rusev. Now here we go between these two. Step up enziguri and then some. Lorcan, I think, knocked a little bit silly by it, but back up to his feet and back to swinging. This is a chance for Lorcan to prove himself. To prove why he belongs in the Four Horsemen. He's done a good job thus far, working well in the ring, working well with Jericho on the tags as well. The veteran comes back in now. Tag made. Double back elbows there into the chest of the Brian Kendrick. The two leaders of their respective groups locking horns. Swipes the arm away. Drop kick though from Kendrick. Greatness have looked a little bit more rocky than the Horsemen, who have felt more dialed in, who have felt more like a duo in this matchup. A lot of Greatness's efforts have come from Rusev. Kendrick, not really saying the same right now. Forearm in the face from Jericho. Irish whip pulls him back in, back elbow. No remorse being shown there. Oh, Kendrick comes up with a counter, though, thrust kick into the gut. Both sides have wanted this for so long, and you can tell by the massive counters that they want to beat the other. They want to leave. There's nothing on the line, really. Just a huge grudge between these sides. Double super kick to Jericho now. Rusev coming back in off the tag. The damage the Bulgarian Brute has done in this matchup can be seen and felt through Jericho and Lorcan. Look at this leg lock now. Now it's starting to actually get on the side of Rusev a little bit as well. It's been a strong performance from Rusev thus far. But as a group, it's been a better showing from the Horsemen. Look at this combined strength now, and it'll need to be combined to pull this off. Back superplex! My goodness, what strength from Lorcan and Jericho to pull that one off. But Rusev, right up to his feet, right back to a counter. Tag is made. Double back elbows take down Lorcan now, and it's Kendrick who's back in this matchup. Look out, sliced bread, got him, victory, could be on its way, cover's made to put him away here, no, Lorcan kicks out at 2, but he'll look for the tap out, he'll look for the captain's hook, and no, Lorcan comes up with the counter. Lorcan wasn't letting himself fall into the captain's hook. He wasn't going to tap out to Kendrick. He's been waiting to get his hands on him for weeks. The last time he was supposed to, he had a steel chair in his back. Oh no, Lorcan now. Oh my goodness. Gut-wrench superplex. And now he looks to pull away Brian Kendrick right now. Half hatch suplex. Plants him into the mat. Drags him in, hooks the leg, cover's made, Rusev is bothering, and the Horsemen have done it! Rusev dropped down to the side and just let the cover happen. The Horsemen have done it. Victory, a grudge settled. Greatness trying to make them sick to their depths, and the Horsemen weren't having it. Victory for Jericho, victory for Lorcan. I do not know what the reasoning is for Rusev to not bother getting involved, but the Horsemen will take the win. Only Lorcan was involved at the start of this, and he finished it this evening, pinning Brian Kendrick. Horsemen back on top. Uh-oh, we're back in the ring now. Rusev and Kendrick staring down with one another, and oh! Much get kick from Rusev! And a boot into the back, into the accolade we go. Rusev with the accolade on Kendrick. Well, he's letting his presence felt. I think you can count greatness as being over. Talking points already from the Elimination Chamber. And we're only 2 matches down. 5 to go. And here comes the third of the evening. Another grudge match on its way. Zack Sabre Jr. against Tetsuya Naito. This one brewing back from a few weeks ago. From the same match that Gibson and McIntyre were in, Naito and Akira Tozawa were in it. 2 chamber spots are on the line, of course. One for the Cruiserweight Championship Chamber and one for the ECW Championship Chamber. When it looked like Naito could have been doing something, when it looked like Naito could have gone involved and prevented Tozawa from being pinned, ZSJ charged in, referee never saw it, swept the legs of Naito from the apron onto the floor, and kept him locked in a submission hold as the count was made. Kept Naito out from getting involved, and screwed Naito out of the Elimination Chamber to help the British Empire into it. We then saw the week after on ECW, McIntyre saying, don't worry about Naito. You can take care of him. And ZSJ saying it doesn't bother him. It's all about the game plan. It's all about capturing the gold for the British Empire. Well, they're 0-1 for that this evening. So Naito may, Sabre Jr. may already be aggravated with his decision to get involved in that tag match towards Gibson. Just speculation. But one thing that is for sure is that he has to pay for his dues, and he has to face Tetsuya Naito here this evening. Last time he was in the ring with Naito, he ran away. Week before, though, in ECW, shoved a production crate into him in the parking lot. There's no telling what Sabre Jr. will do, but it seems as if when he can get an advantage on this man, he will try. And it's so good to see this man as well. Back on ECW. Naito went away to SmackDown Live in the draft. Nothing really clicked for Naito. Said it was a place filled with a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, I can agree with that one. Naito, though, has returned now to ECW. Traded the Good Brothers for him. But hey, I'm happy with the trade, and it's great to see him back as well. We saw Naito and Hiromu Takahashi discussing the contest on ECW. That symbol there is what Naito alluded to with Takahashi, talking about getting the band back together. Hiromu said, focus on your own things. Maybe in the future. But as for right now, Naito and Sabre Jr. to lock horns. The only person who can stand by Sabre Jr.'s side is Neville, but apparently Sabre Jr., feeling brave, said he wanted to take care of this himself. He said even though it's Empire business that started this, it's Sabre Jr.'s business to end it. He said, of course, on ECW as well, a week and a half ago, that he was going to make Naito squeal like a fat pig. He plans on doing that here this evening. If he can lock up Naito in submission holds, if he can tangle the body of Naito up, then maybe, just maybe, he could make that fat pig squeal. We'll be finding out in just a moment, that's for certain. But we are ready to go for our first singles match of the evening. And there's only 2 more to come after this, so here we go. ZSJ starting things off strong. Oh, basement dropkick there on Naito. If I'm correct, I don't think either guy has had a match since that tag team matchup involving Naito. It's been all the backstage scuffle between these two guys. ZSJ was supposed to face Adam Cole, but that went out of the window. It's really all been backstage scuffle from these two sides that has led up to this moment at the Elimination Chamber. And Sabre Jr. right now is taking control early on. Hiromu did warn Naito not to let Sabre Jr. control the match, otherwise he's in trouble. Not to let him lead the way, otherwise he's done for. And make sure not to fall foul of his submission game and his ground game offense. Naito moves out of the way there with that attempted corner kick there from ZSJ. Brings him in. And drives his head down into the mat. No remorse from Naito on that one as he looks to try and turn the pace around now and make it his kind of match. Looking to slam him. Nope, denied. Kick right there in the chest from Sabre Jr. Huge knee lift and Naito hits the outside. Count starts here. Sabre Jr. trying to lift Naito up, but wow, Naito having none of it. Not much going on there for Sabre Jr. as all the back of Sabre Jr. comes off that announce table. Back in the ring we go now. Naito in control, which is exactly what Sabre Jr. doesn't like in these kind of matches. He wants to be the one to lead the way. He wants to be the one to dictate the pace. Now he's looking at... Oh, look at those series of quick kicks there from Sabre Jr. into a German suplex. Big time moves from the 2-time Cruiserweight champion. Knee lift there connects from ZSJ right now. Over the top rope goes Naito in trouble. Sabre Jr. having him right where he wants him. Able to work over his body again. Hangman's neck breaker. He is just able to quickly turn this matchup back into his control as Zack Sabre Jr. And that puts Naito in a string of trouble. Going after the arm. Trying to take away Destino. Trying to set him up for orienteering with Napalm Death as well. There are so many in the Cruiserweight division who could tell you about how it feels to be tangled up in Sabre Jr.'s submissions. Hiromu Takahashi could be one as well. All Naito has to do is try and hang on in there and not give up. But look at that, slapping him in the face. That's the ruthlessness that he's picked up under Drew McIntyre since joining the British Empire. Couldn't connect with those strikes there though, but Naito wasn't really... He wasn't there at that moment. He was still out of it a little bit, I think, from those strikes. ZSJ with a big knee in the gut. Oh, kicks the leg. Right in the kneecap, I think it was. And now, submission number 1. Muta lock applied. Crosses the legs over. Has the chin lifted up. That is a devastating submission move. Incredibly painful. But Naito breaks it. And escapes it. Locking up with one another. Nothing going there for him. Big drop kick though from ZSJ. Takes down Tetsuya Naito now. Huge forearm in the back there. And Sabre Jr. continuing his control in the corner, clubbing away on Naito over and over again. Naito's had little moments, he's had spurts, but he's really struggling to find life. He's really struggling to breathe in this contest. And if that's the case, then Sabre Jr. has absolutely no problems controlling this match as he is doing right now. Setting him up more so towards the middle of the ring. What are we going to see here from Sabre Jr.? No submissions, but ruthlessly wearing down the body with kicks and stomps. That is the teachings, the tutelage of Drew McIntyre right there. Hard slap across the face of Naito. Misses one, and that's Naito's opportunity to light up Sabre Jr.'s chest with one of his own. And there is Tranquilo taking shape there on Sabre Jr. Oh, what a counter! What a reversal to the neck breaker from Sabre Jr. Drags Naito into the middle of the ring. Here we go! Hooks the arm, hooks the leg, orienteering with napalm death. It is locked in, and it is locked in tight on Naito, but he breaks the hold. Naito has had plenty of time to study the submission game, and he escapes Sabre Jr.'s biggest submission in his arsenal. That could serve as a huge knock of confidence for Sabre Jr., who would have been expecting that to have finished Naito right then and there, but it wasn't the case. Figure 4 being stitched in there by Naito. Inverted figure 4 anyway. Sabre Jr. back up to his feet, back up to countering. Turns him round now. Leg is hooked. Regalplex. Drives over the mat. Cover made. Naito kicks at it too. Oh, this match really has picked up in these last few moments now. You can feel these two guys starting to really sense the other's strengths and weaknesses. What they need to do to beat the other. And once again, Sabre Jr. slows the pace down to his own liking. Drags him towards the middle of the ring. Has the leg now. Right against the thigh there of Naito. Trying to take the speed out of him. Trying to take the leap that's needed. He's taking out the arms to be able to pull off Destino. And he's taking out the legs to be able to even provide the leap for it. He is doing everything he can to neutralize Naito. But El Ingobernable fighting back. Slams him down into the mat there with that almighty strike into the back. It's been a lot of Naito's arsenal in all fairness this contest. Just been striking. Sabre Jr. has been breaking out a lot more versatile offense, and again he goes after that leg. Tell you one thing, tomorrow morning, whenever Naito wakes up, his body is going to be sore. He is going to be reeling from this contest. Jawbreaker there. Chinlock being applied now. Trying to wear down Naito with everything he can. He's done a lot of damage to the head and neck in this contest as ZSJ. Maybe trying to think about finishing things a different way. Naito, though, doesn't really care. Hard chop lights up his chest. Crowd is reeling for El Ingobernable, but ZSJ constantly putting the brakes on Naito's momentum, on his offense. Hiromu warned Naito not to let Sabre Jr. control the match, but in all fairness, he is being unable to stop it. Zack Sabre Jr. has done a great job of controlling this contest thus far. In the corner we go. Oh, there's a drop kick. Comes stumbling out of the corner into Puma Blanchard. The Koji clutch is locked in. Will he tap out here? No, Sabre Jr. breaks his way out of it. He was in it for some time though. Nice work there by Naito to quickly get back up to his feet. Thought he would have had the submission there for a moment, but it wasn't the case. Sabre Jr. powered his way out of it. And it is going to be an incredibly hard piece of work to get a guy like Sabre Jr. to tap out. Irish whip now. Back into the corner. Naito. Oh my God, what has El Ingobernable got up his sleeve now? Look out here. Superplex from Naito. Drives the bout into the mat. And now Naito viciously beating away at Sabre Jr. Showing no remorse. He's looking to close this right now. Destino! He got all of it. Naito covers Sabre Jr. Welcome back to ECW. El Ingobernable Tetsuya Naito wins. Back on the A show and back with a victory in his books. Tetsuya Naito finds his ground once again, finds his victory. He is back to winning ways, back on ECW and with vengeance over ZSJ. John Cena and Kurt Angle discussing something there in Angle's office. Couldn't quite hear what was being discussed. I think the cameras were muted. But here we go. We move on to our next contest of the evening. Coming up right now, the tag team titles are on the line. It is Downfall taking on the D.C.C. This is going to be a good one as well. Downfall returned to ECW after a few weeks away, following the D.C.C's capturing of the tag team titles at Money in the Bank from the Wyatt family. And as the D.C.C was celebrating a win, there stood Harper and Rowan in the crowd watching on. From then on, Harper went on to beat Chris Sabin and secure the tag team title match for them. We already saw it come to a head at this past episode of ECW when Baron Corbin and Rowan locked horns one-on-one. Corbin left with the win, went to brutalize Rowan after the bell to try and set up an advantage for the champions heading into this contest this evening. Harper came to the rescue before Christopher Daniels showed up to the aid of Baron Corbin, drilling a chair into the back of Harper's head and planting him into the mat with a fallen angel. Or angel's wings rather, my apology. Now though, we await this contest between these two teams. Downfall looking to capture the tag team titles again. The D.C.C looking to hold on to them. Who will leave the Elimination Chamber with those tag team titles? We've already had one title match this evening. Titles changed hands there. Could it happen again? Could Harper and Rowan leave with those tag team titles for a second time? Or will the D.C.C do?
3, 2, 1.
Everything in their power to leave with those tag team titles. There they come towards the ring. Chris Sabin, Baron Corbin, the tag team that will be facing up against Harper and Rowan. Daniels at ringside for D.C.C. Wolfe at ringside for Downfall. This one, definitely an interesting one, and I discussed this on ECW as well. This is the kind of contest where, in all fairness, there isn't really a side to cheer on. There isn't really a side to support in this one. And I find that incredibly interesting to think about. Just how there is, both sides aren't really, they don't go out of their way to win the respect of the crowd. As a matter of fact, most of the time the D.C.C do their very best to make sure that no one's respecting them. Now, this evening, there is an opportunity for both sides, regardless of what the crowd thinks of them here in attendance, to leave with those ECW Tag Team titles. Harper and Rowan discussing last-minute strategies there. The two big men looking to torment their way to the Tag Team titles, while the D.C.C looks on from the other side. Corbin and Sabin, no discussion between the champions. Sabin leads this group, and he wants to make sure that on his watch, they leave with those tag team titles, having only just won them 6 weeks ago at Money in the Bank. So here we go with our second title bout of the evening. Who could leave with those tag team titles? We are about to find out. Harper will start this one against Chris Sabin. The leaders of the representative factions will meet, and the bell will ring for this title matchup. Stay down with one another right there and then. Watching the same as they did when their contest in ECW a few weeks back started. Keep your eye out on Wolfe and Daniels at ringside. You never know what they could get up to as well. Sabre now going to work in the early stages here, throwing Harper over the top rope. Quick count by Harper there. He'll go to the top rope right now, very early on. He will look to fly. Drop kicks down on Sabre. I expected Sabre to move out of the way in all fairness. Guess he just didn't have the time or the space. Harper starting aggressively here, clubbing away on Chris Sabin, showing no remorse in the early stages here. Big super kick takes him off his feet. And again, look at that. Said watch out for him. Right away, he gets involved and creates an opening for the D.C.C. Daniels with a distraction and Sabin nails a German suplex on Harper. Quick kick here from Chris Sabin. Uppercut takes him down, the former NXT champion. Going to work right now. Discus forearm, Harper goes down. Kicking the gut there made by Harper here. Look out. Powerbomb incoming. Sabin counters roll up. They won Money in the Bank with a roll up. Could they win here tonight with one? No. Put that down to the referee, taking a little too long to get into the count as well. That was definitely at least a 2 count before the referee got involved. In the corner we go. Big punch in the back of the head there by Corbin, looking to capture on from where the chair connected with him on ECW. Nice tag team offense. You'd expect that to be done the other way around. Not to have a big man like Corbin coming down on you from the top rope. Harper though, unloading away right away on Baron Corbin. From face lock applied, Corbin comes up with a counter. Forearm in the face. Back suplex. No! Into a backbreaker instead. Viciousness there from Baron Corbin. Champions looking to control this contest right now. Looking to send downfall back down the pecking order of the tag team division. Sidewalk slam connects with it. Takes down. Corbin right there and unloads away with him on shots as well. Striking away there. Harper probably needs to make the tag into Rowan here. Will he look to do just that? Indeed he will. In the turnbuckle we go now. Tag is made. Rowan the legal man now, and these two can continue from where they left off on ECW. In all fairness though, where they left off was with a victory for Baron Corbin. And things aren't looking all that good off the start for Rowan. Corbin trying to be a one-man wrecking crew in this contest to the best of his ability. In the corner now, clubbing away, shot after shot, unloading on Harper. Sorry, on Rowan. Tag is made, in comes Sabin now. Big knee in the corner there, connects down on Rowan. He is struggling here. Is Rowan. The commentator's anti-curse, I guess, there. Look out. Drives him into the mat with that slam. Counter made there, though, by Chris Sabin. These two sides going back and forth a little bit, but it has been more DCC-oriented offense. They have been doing a much better job of controlling this matchup. And they're doing it again. Look at that, just no remorse shown from Sabin. Rowan is in deep trouble right now. He's just getting beaten down here by both members of the DCC. Downfall wanted to recapture the tag team titles. You'd swear they're not interested by the way in which they're acting in this matchup. Harper trying to extend an arm out for the tag. Not happening. Rowan comes up with a counter and a big lariat. But then again, they are the tag team champions for a reason, and that is their ability to control a contest. And Chris Sabin's done a damn good job of that so far over Rowan. In the corner we go. Tag is made. Corbin in, and this time Rowan will feel this receipt. It's incredible strength from Sabin to pull that off. It must be said. Again, Harper will put the arm out, but that knee has bloodied Rowan. Trouble there for the challengers. T-bone suplex now, middle of the ring. covers made. Kick out of 2. Harper calling to Wolfe a little bit there as if to say, keep your eye open, we may need to do something. Certainly seemed that way for a moment. Baron Corbin, though, in total control of this contest right now. Look out! Deep 6 from Corbin! That could end Rowan right there. Cover made. Harper not wasting a moment. He knew he had to do something, and he did. He made the save. Huge super kick. Huge super kick made on Sabin. Sends him out of the ring. Wolfe rolls in a chair. That could backfire on them. End of days, no. Rowan throws Corbin back against the chair. I think the back of Corbin's head came against it. He sends him in the corner. In a now or never opportunity. Downfall connect. The reckoning. Sabin's on the outside. Corbin's down in the ring. Downfall have done it again. And we have new Tag Team Champions. Downfall for the second time are ECW Tag Team Champions. They have vanquished the D.C.C's reign before it could even get started. It didn't seem like they could win it, but they did. You could put a lot down to that steel chair, but there's no denying it. Downfall are the Tag Team Champions. What in the world? Downfall out cold in the ring. And there, on the ramp, is Bray Wyatt. I have no idea what to make of that one. Downfall, your tag team champions, but Bray Wyatt for the first time since Money in the Bank making an appearance. Downfall laid out. Oh boy, the former tag team champions having something to say about those titles to the new ones. That certainly will be a question that will need to be discussed on ECW. But as for right now, we have our last non-title bout of the evening, but it certainly isn't our last grudge match of the evening. Coming up right now, Adam Cole squaring off one-on-one against Triple H. Cole and Triple H, both men sought to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Both men sought to add themselves into those pods, into that ring, whatever it may be, to be the ECW champion. But Adam Cole was the first one to feel the sting of the screw job from Triple H. He looked like he was going to put away Randy Orton. He was calling for the Panama Sunrise, and the game's theme hit. Adam Cole was distracted, turned around, RKO. Randy Orton goes to the chamber. The next week, Adam Cole said to Triple H, I'm coming for my revenge. Triple H said, bring it on. And he did. He got involved in Triple H's qualifying matchup. And that was how Johnny Gargano qualified for the Elimination Chamber. Both these men screwed the other out of the Elimination Chamber matchup itself, but they face off at the pay-per-view in a grudge match with nothing on the line other than beating the other one. What started for the title has become immensely heated. They told each other to stay down. They told each other to shut up. And now they fight to make the other one shut up. So here we go. If I'll be honest, this is a match that both guys need to win, and they need to win it big time. This is vital to both guys. A victory here this evening would do them a world of good. They need this bout. They need this win because both guys are shaky right now. Yes, Triple H has changed up his look. Yes, he's become so much more vicious since arriving to ECW in the draft. But what has it brought him? Really, what has it brought him? He's had a shot at the ECW Championship, and he lost it. He's not in the Elimination Chamber. He's not the ECW Champion. And the same can be said for Adam Cole. Look at what Adam Cole's had this year. He won the Royal Rumble. He main evented WrestleMania. Is he ECW Champion? No. No, he's not. This is must-win for both men. But I'll be honest, I think this is must-win more for Cole than it is for Triple H. Because nothing, win or lose here, nothing will bat Triple H's mind away from his drive and desire to be a world champion in this universe, because that's all that he wants, is to be a world champion. That's all that he craves and desires, is to be the world champion. Win or lose, that's going to change nothing. If Adam Cole loses here tonight, what is next for Adam Cole? What is next for the man who won the Royal Rumble, who survived Coren in the Rumble, went on and had a near half-an-hour match at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins, who came inches away from beating him for the title? What does that say about Adam Cole if he can't win? The thing from Rollins heading into WrestleMania towards Cole was he couldn't win the big one. He wasn't good enough to do it. And all Adam Cole has done has proven it. He can't let that happen. Cannot afford to let that happen again. He has to beat Triple H this evening. And if he doesn't, I don't know what ECW holds as a future for Adam Cole. I truthfully mean that. And I wish I didn't, because I have immense respect for Adam Cole. Despite what I've said about him on commentary, he's a Royal Rumble winner. He deserved to main event WrestleMania. And he cannot afford to let a big loss happen here tonight. But look at these two guys from the get-go, swinging on one another. No collar elbow tie-up. Why would they want a feeling out process? They have had weeks of being at each other's throats. They have had weeks of wanting to fight each other, and now tonight they finally get to do it. Adam Cole was laid out in the back by a pedigree courtesy of Triple H on ECW, but now they fight in the ring. Roll to the outside goes Triple H. And Adam Cole taking the moment to appreciate the crowd cheering him on. So here we go now between these two sides. Look out! Head driven to the mat there is Triple H's. You can already see some welts forming on these guys from where they've been striking each other from the very get-go. Certainly tells you they're not going soft. They want to hurt each other. They want to win. Striking a gut there from Triple H. The game going to work now. Back body drop there on Adam Cole. Chin lock being applied here. What could take place in this moment? As he wears down Adam Cole a little bit now. Plans out his next few moves. Plans out his strategy maybe. Adam Cole putting a stop to that one quickly. Up to his feet. Elbowing his way out. Super kick. And then into the jaw. You know this one's going to be one where they're going to pace one another. They don't want to get this matchup over in a few minutes. They want to hurt each other. They want to put the hurting on one another. They want to get revenge on one another, but they want to make the other one feel it. That's the main thing about this match. They want the other one to feel the pain. Adam Cole, though, quick roll up on Triple H. Maybe trying to catch the game off guard. Maybe trying to let him know I can pin you anytime, anywhere. Triple H kicking out early, though. Hard. Right there, rocked and leveled Cole. And now with more strikes on the mat to a grounded Royal Rumble winner. Counter made. Super kick from Cole. Look out, Florida Key. Florida Keys. Covers made by Cole early on. Kick out. Thought he had him right then and there. That was very early from Cole to hit one of his big moves in his arsenal. Triple H comes up with a big forearm as well. Look out now. Into the turnbuckle with force goes Adam Cole. Trying to catch a breather. Rolling to the apron there. Smart move from Adam Cole. The Triple H showing no remorse as he brings him right back into the ring with that suplex. And a knee coming down on Adam Cole as well. Ruthless. Simply ruthless thus far. Up on the top rope now. What is going to happen to Adam Cole here? What is going to happen to Triple H here? Big move incoming. Triple H taking a big risk. Back. Superplex. Both men feeling the impact of that one, but it was certainly Cole who felt it more than Triple H. Working over the arm. Wearing it down now of Adam Cole. Maybe the legs would be a better place to work on in all fairness, but Triple H maybe just wanting to agonize Adam Cole as much as he can. Cole, though, sends him into the corner. Look at that. Raking his forearm and his elbow across the jaw of Triple H. And Then the knee digs into the face of the game as well. Comes up with a big candidate as Triple H knocks him round now. Look out, Cole in trouble. Saito suplex. These two guys trading back and forth moves with one another. Going back to that mantra about how much they want to win and about how bad they want to beat the other to be victorious here this evening. Remember, there's no title match awaiting these guys. There's no number one contendership. There's just the knowledge that they have beaten their rival. That's it. But both these guys want it as bad as a championship. They cost each other the shot at said gold. And now they're going to make each other pay for it. Cover made by Triple H here. Looking to put him away. Almost got the 3 count on Cole with that high knee. Almost. Up on the second rope. Comes down there with that elbow. Didn't really look like he got all of it, but still. Triple H is just controlling this contest now. Cole in trouble. This is the last place that Adam Cole needed to be, and he could be done for here. Triple H looking to seal this one. Looked for the pedigree. Adam Cole, though, counted it. Huge super kick knocks Triple H off his feet. Chin lock applied now. Has it locked in deep. Done a bit of work on the jaw so far, just trying to soften it up as well, I think, for the Panama Sunrise. Whichever version of it he will seek. Triple H knocked him silly with that punch, though. Smacks him in the back of the head. Absolutely no respect. Atomic drop now from the game. Cole stumbles back against the ropes. Triple H again taking control in this contest. Another high knee. And more brutalizing strikes to Adam Cole, raining down on him. On in the face, and again from Cole, rocking Triple H to the best of his abilities. Here we go now. Oh, big kick in the face from Triple H at the last moment. Neckbreaker takes him down. It's like with ZSJ and Naito earlier on. Every time Adam Cole is trying to get something going, Triple H is just finding a way to stop it. Right in its tracks, to shut it down, and to prevent anything from happening for Adam Cole. Chin lock applied now. Trying to wear down Cole. Trying to regain as well, I think, some breath in this matchup because he has had to work at a high pace to control Adam Cole in this one. Cole getting back up to his feet. The face. The reaction from Triple H there tells the story. Not really what he wanted this early on. Cole, though, not caring. Look at this now. Stomping away. No remorse at all. To Triple H. And why would there be? Cole now. Cole looking for victory. Panama Sunrise, no! Triple H counters it, kick in the gut! Pedigree! Triple H got all of that one! Cover made to beat Adam Cole, has he done it? No! The shoulder up just in time. Had to be about 2.9 there. Adam Cole just barely kicking out, but now Triple H showing his viciousness. Look at it, he is pissed off that he didn't finish off the contest there. Busted open Adam Cole. How many times tonight have we seen people getting busted open? I told you this was a card built around grudge matches and viciousness and violence. And they are living up to that claim right now. Look out, huge elbow drop. Cover made, put him away, kick out. Triple H still controls this contest. Adam Cole is still in big trouble and now busted open. That's not going to do him any favors. Suplex attempt, no. Cole wiggles his way out. Huge neck breaker. Takes him down. And again, is there life breathing into Adam Cole? Look out! Oh, innovative way of connecting with a super kick right there. You can see the fatigue in Cole, though. He's slow to act. He's slow to hit his next big move. He is feeling the damage done in this contest by Triple H. And he is showing it as well. There are welts across his body. There is bruising. And there is that bloodied head as well. But he ain't giving in. He ain't gonna let him get one over him. Look out. Adam Cole with a run up. Last shot to Triple H. That took so much out of Cole. But he isn't done. He isn't done. He wants to beat his rival. This is for costing him the chamber. This is revenge. Panama Sunrise. The cover from Cole. The victory for Adam Cole. Back in the win books. How long it has been and how sweet it must feel. Adam Cole, your winner this evening. He has beaten Triple H. He was tested, he was bloodied, but he is victorious. He needed this win, and he got it. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for what I call the most personal bout of the evening, because I believe it to be true. John Cena versus Coren for the ECW Television title. This is about more than a title. This is about morals. This is about what it means to be a champion, to be human. These two men loathe one another in the ground they walk on, and they meet up next. How long have we been waiting for this? How long have we been waiting for these two men to lock horns with the other? And finally, we are getting what we want. We are getting John Cena challenging Coren for the television title. Those who've been watching ECW these last few weeks, the story has told itself. John Cena returned to ECW and went right after Sami Callihan and the Clockwork Project. He said he needed to face them. He needed to take them on again. Because it was Cena who was put on the shelf by Coren for so many months. 5 months, I believe it was. He returned and he made a beeline for them right away. And from that moment on, Cena has wanted his revenge. It was looking like it was just going to be some typical mind games from Coren. He had someone dress up as him to get in the ring with John Cena. Cena didn't care. He had an avalanche attitude adjustment on it to prove the point. But it went over a line. When backstage, Coren took a fan by his neck and called Cena to a fight in the parking lot while Cena was in the middle of a main event match on ECW. Cena came charging to the back, looking to protect one of his fans, and it was a trap. Callihan laid in wait with a kendo stick. Coren laid him out with a clock strikes 12 on the parking lot floor. From that moment on, I had nothing else I could do. I was forced to suspend Coren right up until the point when Cena said, "Give me Coren." And he's got his wish. Right now, here tonight, he's wanted this, and he gets it. against that man right there, the man responsible for ruining the retirement of Kurt Angle, the man who retired Kurt Angle. And after 6 months of waiting, John Cena gets back in the ring with that son of a bitch. Coren does everything he can to be loathed by Cena, to be loathed by his fans, to be loathed by everyone in the crowd. But remember, he stands in this one alone. Cena and Kofi Kingston teamed together to defeat Sami Callihan and Trevor Lee on ECW, and that banned the Clockwork Project from ringside. If Coren wants to beat Cena again, if he wants to retain the television title, he has to do it by his own merit. And that is the scary part. Because yes, he has the Clockwork Project to rely on, but this is a man who took Cena out on the shelf for 6 months. 5 months. This is the man who retired Kurt Angle. This is the man who we thought destroyed Kazuchika Okada. This is the man who ruined Kazuchika Okada's life for 3 months. From the end of last year to the start of this year. And look at that face from John Cena. That tells you everything you need to know. Cena has no positive expression towards the champion. He wants the bell to ring so he can rip his head off. And I agree with everyone who wants to rip the head off this man, because he is evil. He is a disgusting human being. It's how this man is the same species as most of us astounds me. But now we are here. We have been waiting for this title match for months now, it feels like. And it finally happens. John Cena and Coren, one-on-one, the most personal bout of the evening, and the television title is on the line. And look at that. A stare down from the two men. And I'll tell you something, people who I think wouldn't usually side with John Cena are doing so right now. You can hear in the crowd. Usually they want the other man winning, but the crowd is unanimous in its support of John Cena this evening. And that is what Coren feeds off of. That is what drives him. That is what he loves. The hatred against him. The people who despise him. He lives off of it. And he is going to make Cena feel that. Right now. No Clockwork Project for Coren. Cena was in the back earlier on in the evening talking with the assistant general manager of ECW and Kurt Angle, a man who if I had to guess what they said, Angle was probably saying, hurt him, for me, for us, for everything that he's done to ECW, for your fans. And Angle probably giving a last minute pep talk to John Cena, because he wants to see this man, he wants to see him leave with a title, but I think above all else, he wants to see Coren pay for his crimes. Back elbow there from Coren, and now the punishment raining down on John Cena. These brutal strikes on Cena. He connects with all of them, and the crowd voice their displeasure towards it. Look out now. Look out. What is he got in mind? Up on the shoulders. This is dangerous. You know it's going to be dangerous when Coren has you up, and look out. Trio of deadlift power bombs from Coren. Just ruthless. Simply ruthless from him. Stump puller now. Trying to work over the leg of Cena, who quickly slides his way out of that hold. And he swings away, back up on his feet against Coren, but only briefly. Champion sends him back in the corner. Huge chop from the longest reigning NXT champion in this universe's history. He lifts him up and he throws him away. Both guys, I think around that they're evenly split physically. Both around 6'4", 6'5", both around the 245-pound mark. But that is all that they share in common. Oh my God, no. No. Coren. No. Cena's in trouble. No, he's not. Cena fights out of it. At the last moment, that was dangerous. That was dangerous there. You know Coren would have slammed on that barricade if he had that, on the apron, if he had that chance. But instead he goes face first into it, courtesy of John Cena. Back in the ring we go now with Cena in control. He'll go up to the top rope. Not often we see this from Cena, but he's willing to take the risk this evening with all that is on the line. From up high, crossbody cover. Will he win the title with it? No, it's a kick out of 2, and you could see the agitation in Cena telling the ref, count faster. This has to be 3. This needs to be 3. Cena firing himself up right now, but in front of Coren, that wasn't such a wise move. Champion coming in with strikes to Cena right now, and again levels him with a flurry of knees and kicks that the challenger just has no response to. Roll up now. Coren doesn't care how he wins it. He just wants to beat Cena, who kicks out at 1. Coren can get this match going the way he wants it to. Cena's in deep trouble because it will just be a victimization of John Cena. He's felt that before. He felt it at New Year's Revolution. He felt it to the extent that he was bloodied and destroyed, so much so that he tapped out. And that is not something that John Cena usually does. That is not something that John Cena makes a normality of his. But he was forced to because Coren had destroyed him. And right now, he's doing it again. Back in the ring we go off that rope neck breaker. Cover's made. Cena kicks out, but it isn't a good one. That shoulder barely came off the mat. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to try and make lightning strike twice. He's going to try and make Cena tap out. Indian deathlock from Coren. Indian deathlock is applied. This time, though, Cena tells him to shove it. Right up to his feet and fighting back right away. Has him up. Emerald Flosion from Cena. If the referee could just go 1, 2, 3, and I wouldn't be against it. I'm the general manager of this brand. Anything to screw this son of a bitch over. Chinlock applied. Coren powers his way out of it though. Quickly as well. And no, again, more strikes for Cena to endure. Coren's been at the front of some wars in this universe. And you get the feeling that he could be about to have another one with Cena. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 I can't. No! Good God! Rain Killer! Off the apron! To the outside! He covers Cena. The count is made. And Cena powers out at 2. He's still in this one. Oh my God, but what happened to the neck of Cena on that impact? All of his weight coming down on him from that height as well. Into just a crash mat on the outside. Cena's in trouble. Cena's hurt. He is being destroyed right now. And Coren knows it, and he loves it. Every moment that Cena is getting beaten up, the hatred to Coren is rising. And he loves it more and more with every moment that passes. Again. Almost 3. Cena kicks out, but for how much longer can he afford to kick out? I think he's just reached his edge. I think this is it. Coren has him in. Clock strikes 12. Cena asked for all of this. Coren went that step too far. And he may have just finished John Cena. There's the cover. And there's the kick out. It's not often we see emotion from Coren on his face, but that was a look of a man who does not want to believe what just happened, but it did. Cena kicks out of the clock, strikes 12, and he's fighting back. Cena's alive. He's found his edge. Here we go. John Cena's lighting it up. 5, knuckle, shuffle, and you can imagine there's an added bit of knuckle in that one. It's busted open, Coren. Come on, come on. Up on the shoulders. Attitude adjustment. Let it be the case. 2, no. Coren kicks out. What? Sami Callihan. Callahan's on the ramp. Callahan with a baseball bat from ringside. Cena charging towards him. Yes. Cena takes the bat out of his hand. Coren staggered on the ring. Attitude adjustment to Callahan. In the ring. Ankle slam. Ankle slam to Coren. Ref didn't see it. Cena coming charging back in. Coren doesn't know where he is. Attitude adjustment from Cena. 1, 2, yes! He's done it! You want to put the deck against Cena? Well, ECW will put the deck against you. I had no part to play in that one, but I damn well wish that I did. Kurt Angle gets revenge on Coren for retiring him. John Cena is the ECW Television Champion. They tried. They were banned, but they tried. The Clockwork Project tried desperation, so Kurt Angle did the same. That was the talking point. John Cena has done it. We have a new television champion. Get in there. But will we have a new ECW champion? That is the question being asked, and the answer is up next. It's our main event of the evening. The Elimination Chamber calls once more for these 6 men. But who will leave with the title? What an evening of action we've had in Elimination Chamber. Has this topped Great Balls of Fire? I think so. And even if it hasn't, we've still got a main event to come our way. 6 world-class athletes. 1 Elimination Chamber. 1 ECW champion. Who will it be when the chamber door opens to its sole survivor? First man towards the ring, Tyler Bate. We know the order of this contest. If you watched ECW, there was a battle royal between the 6 men involved in this chamber that shaped the order. Tyler Bate will be the first man to come out of his pod. And remember, these are much longer times between the men coming out of their pods and into the ring, as opposed to what we saw earlier, which was 45 seconds to a minute. This one, I think, is planned to be between 2 and 3 minutes. Bate will start this one inside of that pod, and he will be the first man out of it, as he was the 3rd man eliminated in the Battle Royal. The 2nd man out of his pod will be the man who made history earlier this week by clocking over 700 days as the ECW champion. But will it keep on going here tonight for Seth Rollins? He wanted this. He wanted this chamber. He wanted everything about it. And if he loses tonight, he only has himself to blame. You know, on ECW, hell, probably out of everyone in this who watches this universe, there is no bigger fan of Seth Rollins than me. But if he loses, I'm not making excuses. It's down to Rollins. He said after he retained the title at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, give me the Elimination Chamber. And he's got it. Rollins would have maybe wanted to have entered the chamber later. He'll come in as the 2nd man out of his pod and the 4th man out in this contest. But can he leave still with that title around his waist is the question. He's not heading in, to be honest, with the best of momentum. He suffered that loss a week and a half ago in ECW to Drew McIntyre. Yes, it was by underhanded methods, but remember, every underhanded method that McIntyre could have broken out in that match is completely legal in this one. He gives his title over to the referee. Could that be for the very last time that Seth Rollins holds the title? He will have the hopeful nature of starting within a pod. But this man will start it at the very end. The last man to enter this Elimination Chamber. He will be in the pod for a long time, and he will watch the other men torment one another. He won the Battle Royal. He beat Seth Rollins. If anyone out of the challengers was a favorite among the rest, there he is. Drew McIntyre has cemented himself towards this contest. Does he finally have it in him to lead with an ECW championship? Will this be the time where the British Empire claim the gold over ECW? Will they do it is the question. And the answer, we are waiting to find out. Right now, though, it's going to be a big one. I am psyched for this chamber. Whoever the favorite may be, I do not know, but what I do know is that it's gonna be bloody, and it's gonna be a task of survival for some men above the rest as well. Drew McIntyre looks over at Tyler Bate for one moment before he gets ready to step into his pod. He will enter this contest last, remember. So will it be the last man in? Will he be the last man out with the ECW Championship to his name, or is it inevitable? A word, a phrase that has become a part of Orton's vocabulary over the last few months. Will it be inevitable that the Viper leaves the chamber with the ECW title? We know, regardless of what's happening here tonight, Randy Orton and Tyler Bate will meet on ECW. They want it to be the case, fine, they can have it. But could one of those men leave and head into that episode of ECW as the ECW champion? Orton will be the fifth man to enter this match. The third man out from his pod. He has a lot of time to rest up and get ready, and you know he has a hell of a lot of RKOs to break out as well for anyone in that match. I think he's only laid one down, and that may have, no, I don't even think he's laid one down in his whole time since qualifying for the chamber, which certainly will have disappointed a man like Randy Orton. But he's ready for this chamber. He's ready to lock himself in here. He's been in this chamber before in this universe. As a matter of fact, I think he entered as the champion. But that was many, many moons ago. Randy Orton enters another one here. I will say, as surprising as this may be, this is only Seth Rollins' second Elimination Chamber. When the last one he was in, he didn't come close to winning it. So, Orton steps in his pod, and that leaves the two men who will start this chamber. And here comes the man who many think will be the one to dethrone Rollins. But can he do it from the very start? He said earlier this evening that he let everyone down, but it wasn't going to be Johnny Wrestling to take the title. It was going to be Johnny Chamber. He was going to go all the way, and he was going to take that title. He asked the people not to give up on him, because he will never give up on them. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, enters that chamber. 6 months ago, he had his head drilled into the mat by a man who he believed to be his brother in Tommaso Ciampa. Now tonight, he has the chance of enduring an Elimination Chamber and leaving with the title around his waist. It is a tall order, but we saw it done earlier in the evening. We saw Buddy Murphy pull it off, but that was in a shorter chamber. That was with quicker intervals. That was with more people getting in the ring. it's going to have to be a hell of a lot of surviving tonight if he or this man want to leave with the ECW title. Here he comes, the last man out in this one. The wrestler, Katsuyori Shibata. Gargano was eliminated first in that battle royal by Tyler Bate. Shibata was eliminated second by Tyler Bate. We are ready to go for this one. I'm ready. I am so ready for this main event, because I know it is going to be one to remember. It's going to be a main event that could well be nominated for Match of the Year. Gargano stands on the outside waiting. He stands ready for Shibata to make his way in. Composed as ever is the wrestler. Ready as ever is the wrestler. He hasn't been the one to get himself into all of the chit-chat, to get himself into the mind games. He's been training. That's all that Shibata has been doing, is training. Maybe not for that battle royal, but certainly for this chamber. Here we go. He enters. The door will shut behind him, and we will get ready for an elimination chamber to remember. The ECW title is on the line, and we begin. Johnny Gargano and Katsuyori Shibata will start things off here. And let's see who can survive. Let's see who will leave the Elimination Chamber as the ECW champion. Here we go. Shibata coming out of the gates with some hard knees there to Gargano. Gargano sending Shibata to the outside. I think that's what it's going to be. Gargano says he wants to make it all the way and leave with the ECW title. If he wants to do that, he is going to have to be taking breaks, essentially. He's going to have to knock a guy to the outside like Shibata and then breathe. Pace himself is key. Pacing oneself is key in this contest, and Gargano may not have got that message. So here we go now. Into the chamber wall. There goes Gargano, but Shibata able to come up with a quick counter, turn him round right in front of the champion's pod right now. But imagine all men in that pod, they might be watching on, but they got to be psyching themselves up as well. They know what order they're coming in, but they got to get themselves focused in the mindset, because this could be the match that could write their career. Because no matter how they win this Elimination Chamber, any of these challenges, if they're able to do it, it will go down on the record books as the one who ended the reign of Rollins. Gargano hoping with everything in his power that he can lead with an elimination right there on Shibata and get himself some breathing room. Tough to tell what's going on right now. Rollins in the way, and that pod is as well into the pod of McIntyre, though. Goes Shibata. Gargano got something big. No. Oh my God. You hear the thud of that one. Cover from Shibata. No, very early kick out. 2 minutes has passed, I believe, ladies and gentlemen. And so we'll be getting Tyler Bate into this contest in about a minute's time. This time we are following the counts. For certain, the 3-minute interval's definitely going to play a part in this one. So it'll be what? 3, 6, 9, 12 minutes into this contest until everyone makes their way in. And if you think, if you're Shibata or Gargano and you're still in this contest after 12 minutes of being inside a chamber, those are going to be some of the longest 12 minutes of your life. Big neck breaker there from Johnny Gargano, down on Shibata there. Any second now, that timer will come up. And there it is. We know who's coming in, and he's got to get himself ready. A few more seconds to psych himself up before he enters the chamber. He has been infatuated with the ECW title for the longest time. Will tonight be the evening where Tyler Bate claims that ECW title? Bate enters the chamber now. Shibata and Gargano still going at it. Tyler Bate has been in some wars in the past with the likes of Coren. He's been inside a Hell in a Cell. But even that structure cannot prepare you for something like this. It cannot prepare you for the chamber. There is nothing like the Elimination Chamber. Here we go, Shibata and Bate getting into it, and look at that from Gargano. He's doing exactly what I said they need to do if they want to make it all the way. Lay back, stay out of eyesight, and breathe whenever possible. But Bate comes right for Gargano and knocks him down with that bulldog. But Shibata goes right after Bate. Oh, but he's going right after Gargano. He wants the first elimination. He wants to play spoiler for Johnny Chambers' hopes. Looks for the snap mitt towards the PK. Not going to get it. Taken down with a Gargano forearm. Bate now the one to catch his breath. Wait a minute. No, we're back up there. Tyler Bate wants something to do with Shibata now. And Gargano, I think, will be more than happy to say, yeah, go for it. I'll just catch my breath for a moment. Look out now. Wait a minute. Gargano have to think on his feet. Sending Shibata into Bate. Not once, but twice. Both men colliding into one another. Bate collides into the turnbuckle. Gargano hoping he's done enough to eliminate Shibata from the chamber. It's only a 2 count. And Gargano just taking it slow. He's pacing himself. As smart of a move as you can get from Gargano, in all fairness. Just slow. Just make sure that everything's running okay. Don't wear yourself out too soon. Northern Light suplex. Now he goes into the cover. Does Bate. Interesting. Referee having a bit of trouble getting into the cover, and that's why Gargano was able to kick out so early. Shibata in the way there. Shouldn't be too far away now from Rollins entering the chamber. Maybe a minute or less until the champ enters the chamber. Big German suplex. Look at that from Bate. Shrugs off the German suplex. That's how much this title means to him. He has Orton to look forward to in ECW, but he has the title to look forward to right now if he can claim it. Gargano. Oh, dumping Bate on the outside. And here we go. Countdown begins. He wanted this match and now he's got it. Will this be the last time he enters a ring in this historic reign as ECW champion? Seth Rollins has entered the chamber. And let's see what he will do. Right after Shibata. Well, Shibata went right for him. And if you're going to have, even if you only have one elimination on your name, it might as well say the ECW champion. Poison Rana from Gargano. Cover made on Bate after it, hoping to get an elimination. Whittle it down to 5, and maybe get himself some breathing room before Orton gets involved. Shibata and Gargano started this one, and they're still in it. Rollins the freshest out of everyone in this one, and he is showing it right now. Single underhook suplex there to Shibata. Step into Giri. Shibata moves out of the way. And now Shibata turns his attention towards Gargano, who flips his way to that back suplex, right into a front face lock. Counter made him. Rollins thinking smart here, pacing himself again, watching those two men before he locks on to Tyler Bate. Bate wants to be the one to eliminate Rollins. He wants to be the one to be ECW champion. He is infatuated with that title. But meanwhile, Gargano escape on Shibata. Gargano escape is locked in on Shibata. Could he tap out? Bate has a close eye on it. Yeah. Shibata will break the hold though. Hangs on in there. And Bate's distraction is Rollins' advantage. Gargano wants to go after Shibata a little bit more now. Poison Rana this time to Shibata. Rollins now going after Bate again. Oh, Shibata almost went out to that Poison Rana there. Look at the strength of Rollins. 2 gut-wrench suplexes. One of them a deadlift variety. Irish whip. Into the corner goes Shibata. Drop kick from the champion. Okay, maybe on our way to Randy Orton getting involved in this one, folks. I think I'm still about a minute out on that one. My apologies for that. Oh! Throat first into the ropes. Went Bate. Stomp in the face from Shibata on Gargano. To the outside now goes Bate. Here he goes where things might get a little bit more difficult to tell what's going on. Cover on the inside. Kick out right away there from Gargano. Into the chamber wall goes Tyler Bate. Not a place where you want to be. And head first into it, he'll go as well. Boston Crab now being applied. Locked in tight here. Rollins watching on outside of the ring. Oh, he's sent into the pod. He's sent into the wall there by Tyler Bate. Countdown beginning. Orton going to be making his way out, but here we go. He will enter at number 5. The Viper is in. Is it inevitable for Randy Orton to leave the chamber as ECW champion? Kick out there from Bate after a monkey flip and sending Rollins into the wall. Now we have an odd number. Look at that. Gargano right away. Not even a second thought goes to catch his breath. I'm not saying that's cowardice, because it isn't. It's smart. It really is smart. You don't have to be a fighting champion every moment of the day. Rollins knows that. And Gargano is acting like it as well. He is breathing. He's been in this from the start now. He's been in this about 8 minutes so far, I think. He knows to take a break, and he's doing that right now because there is also a psychopath on its way who will look to run through everyone to make sure the title is his. And besides, if Rollins and Bate want to keep on doing battle with one another after their rivalry, I don't think anyone's complaining. Rollins taking a moment to recover as well as we watch Shibata sent to the outside there by Orton. Again, look, Gargano's just waiting. There's nothing disrespectful about this. There's an odd number of participants. Gargano just recovering. Shibata hasn't had the chance rather, and I guarantee you that's going to cause problems for Shibata as this match goes on. He hasn't had the time to recover. Gargano has, and as a result of that, I'd say he's in good nick. I'd say he's as fresh as Bate. I wouldn't say he's as fresh as Rollins, and definitely not as fresh as Orton. But look, Shibata's showing the wear and tear. The wrestler busted open. Cover made, they're counted. Awkward a camera angle there. I know what the guys were going for, but it was right on the corner. Sleeper from Shibata and Gargano. Could Gargano fade? Could Johnny Chambers' hopes be dashed? No, he breaks it, and look, Rollins is doing the same now. Rolling wheel kick from Bate. A preview to ECW between Bate and Orton. Rollins doing the same as well. If he wants to keep on going, he wants to get closer and closer to 2 years, then he needs to take a break as well. We're still around about a minute out. A little bit less before McIntyre enters the fray. Bate in trouble. Gargano escape on Bate. Gargano escape on Tyler Bate now. He's got it locked in. Look at how he wrenches on into the middle of the ring. Orton sent to the outside. Countdown is happening right now. McIntyre will be about to enter the fray. But will Bate tap out of the Gargano escape in that time? He will not. Bate hangs on in there, and the chamber is full. And in this ring stands an ECW champion, a current one, and maybe, just maybe, the next one. That brutal assault there from Shibata and Gargano going back to locking horns with one another right from the very start of this chamber. 10 minutes now they've been in that. Sorry, 12 minutes they've been in that now. Bate sending Orton into the pod. The hell's going on there? Tyler Bate. Oh my God! They broke the damn pod through the glass. Bate and Orton. I knew they didn't like one another, but my goodness, they just destroyed one another right then and there. Bate covers. Surely the Viper is out of here. No! Orton kicks out at 2. McIntyre into that chamber wall. Oh, it's all kicking off now in this chamber. DDT on the outside, no. Sleeper from Shibata. Will McIntyre fade? Gargano and Rollins locking horns in the ring. Cover made after that DDT. Oh, we were almost down to 5. Orton will return to the ring. And he's deciding against it. He wants to finish things off with Bate. He wants to make Bate pay heading into their bout on ECW. Orton, RKO! RKO to Tyler Bate. He covers him. Tyler Bate is out. Bate has been eliminated. And there are 5 remaining. Orton, Rollins, Gargano, Shibata, McIntyre. Into the door, there goes Randy Orton now. Gargano taking a moment to almost sit back and watch as Shibata looks to finish off Drew McIntyre. PK! Is it enough? Covers made. Will it be? Kick out. Kick out at 2. McIntyre still in it and quickly up to his feet as well. We continue on here. Look out through the ropes to the outside. Goes Rollins now. Shibata sent up over and out as well. Big super kick attempt there from Gargano. Met with a huge lariat in the back of the head by McIntyre. Rollins making a beeline for McIntyre there. He wants to pick up where things left off a week and a half ago on ECW. Northern Light suplex to try for the elimination of McIntyre. Kick out. Gargano again. Looks to recover. Looks to breathe. Himself and Shibata been in this from the start. And they have to be feeling the wear and tear this match has had on them. I mean, it's showing literally on Shibata as the blood has formed across his head. Rollins taking a breather as well now. Two smart men in this ring. I will say that. Face lock here. Are they going to work together? See how this one will go. Double Russian leg sweep on Orton there. McIntyre hits the ring once again. Gargano staying incredibly far out of eye shot. Doing all that he can to catch his breath. Say what you will about it. You might not respect it, but I think it's smart. I think it's incredibly smart. Cover made off of that drop kick. Orton stays in it. Shoulder tackle. Takes down Rollins, and now it's Shibata and Rollins to lock horns. And it's the Architect's Annihilation on Shibata. Cover made. Will it be? Down to 4. Shibata is eliminated. Orton, McIntyre, Gargano, Rollins. Shibata fought from the very start. He was in there for about 15 minutes or thereabouts. Gargano looking to finish off McIntyre, looking to eliminate him. Oh, so close, so close. Forearm in the face there from Rollins. Outside goes Gargano and McIntyre. Inside goes Rollins and Orton. Blood on the face of the Viper. Huge tope to the outside there. Or senton, whatever you want to call it, from Gargano. In the ring, Orton looks for a slam. Counter by Rollins. McIntyre sent face first into the chamber wall. Oh no. Gargano sent head first. That wasn't even the steel. That was the metal frame that supports the whole chamber. And now McIntyre. Claymore kick. On the outside. Claymore to Johnny Gargano. But Johnny Chamber won't give in. Gargano staying alive a little bit longer. Look at the blood now pouring on the face of Rollins. Gargano counters and sends McIntyre into the pod. Yep, this chamber's been better. This chamber's been better. And 4 warriors remain, looking to cement their place as the ECW champion. Look out, Rollins in big trouble. McIntyre countered by Rollins. Gets himself out of that one. Olympic slam now from Orton. Gargano goes after Rollins again. Look at the blood on the face now of Orton. But here, vintage Orton DDTs McIntyre. Randy Orton's been doing a damn good job in the chamber so far, it has to be said. Look at that, Rollins breaking up. I think he wants to eliminate McIntyre. Architect's Annihilation to Orton. To whittle it down to 3. Cover on Orton. No! Kick out at 2. McIntyre will try the same. And Orton will kick out again. Oh my God. Huge super kick there from Gargano. Big boot from McIntyre to the bloody face of Randy Orton. Uppercut from Orton now. RKO to McIntyre. Orton covers. Drew McIntyre's out of here. What an elimination. Orton with 2. And we are down to 3. Rollins, Gargano, and Orton. And it is the Viper who is controlling the ring right now. Maybe not. Counter made there by Rollins. And again, he'll showcase his strength. The man who entered at 4th, the man who entered 5th, and the man who started this whole damn thing. And Johnny Gargano now sees an opening for an elimination to whittle it down to 2. Gargano escaped. Orton's tapped to this once before. And he'll tap again. We are down to 2. Johnny Gargano. Seth Rollins. Who leaves ECW champion? Johnny Chamber against the greatest of all time. Here we go. In these next few moments, history will be made. One way or the other. Gargano escapes. He slips his way out of it. I think that was maybe an attempted diamond crusher from Rollins went wrong. Gargano now has Rollins where he wants him. Hoists him up to his feet. Hurricanrana takes the champion back down. Cover made. Any cover from Gargano. He is desperate for any cover to be the one that will give him the ECW title. Lifts him up to his feet now. Gargano has him. Seeking a power bomb, but his back may have given out on him. Rollins, though, able to power out. Gargano's been in this now for over 20 minutes. He has endured this chamber. And he stands in it with one man between him and a glory that he may not have thought he would have had. He asked the fans to never give up on him. Well, Gargano certainly hasn't given up on them. Into the pod. Oh no, the counter is made for Rollins as he goes head first into that pod now. Which one of these two men? They bided their time wisely. They took breaks when they could, but they are spent. Both men are hunchbacked. Both men are worn. They are dripping in sweat, but they won't give in. Lawn dart! A lawn dart into the second turnbuckle. Will it be? Has he done it? No! Gargano can't believe it. And I think there's a part of him that doesn't want to either. This could do it. This could do it. Gargano escape. Gargano escape is locked in. Don't do it, Rollins. It's locked in. Will he tap? Will he tap? Rollins is fighting out of it, just barely. Oh my goodness. And a big knee connects, taking Gargano off its feet. How much more do you have to exert when you've given every ounce of your body? Architects, annihilation. Surely that's the end. Surely that's the end. Gargano's done for. No! There is blood on the face of Johnny Gargano, but he hasn't given up. Johnny Chamber is coming alive. Look out now. Rollins with him up on his shoulders. Oh my goodness! He's psyching himself up. Has Rollins found his second wind? To the outside, misses with the tope. Johnny Gargano still sees a chance, and he's going for it. Face first into the chamber, face first into that steel, and again! It'll not... Oh my God. Oh my God. This late in the match. Gargano is willing to take a risk like no other. He wants this. Rollins slow to his feet. Gargano is going to take a risk like no other. Oh my God. Rollins moved out of the way. Rollins moved out of the way. Gargano hit nothing but the chamber floor. And Rollins is in. Curb stomp to Gargano. He covers him. 1, 2. Seth Rollins does it again. This shouldn't have been Rollins' night. This should have been Johnny Gargano's night. But it isn't the case. You feel the heartbreak for Johnny Gargano. This should have been his time. This should have been his moment. But it wasn't. Because Seth Rollins is the greatest of all time. And he is still the ECW champion.